Hello everyone, how's it going? So we finally got a teaser for The Last of Us Season 2. I really like Season 1, and it'll be interesting to see how they execute Season 2. It's clear from Season 1 they're not going for a one-to-one recreation, but they're still being faithful to The Last of Us IP. Neil Druckmann is directly involved with this, along with other Last of Us creators. But The Last of Us Part 2 is an extremely polarizing game by a lot of people. I platinumed the game, both versions, remaster and the original, and I'm still on the fence when it comes to this title, mainly because even though I saw what they were trying to do, the idea that love makes us do very crazy things, that we look at the world through our own lens and we often don't consider how it affects everyone around us, there are a lot of minor story elements within the game that I really just don't like. I won't get into it again, I've always ranted about this, but it's an extremely polarizing game, so it'll be interesting to see if they take that feedback to heart or remain one-to-one true to the original. Like, whatever happens, the major story points will still happen, obviously, but we'll see how they execute certain things within it. So let's watch the teaser. I can only find it on Twitter. On HBO, it's like an entire compilation of all their other series, so here it is.
Did you hurt her? Then what? What did you do?
I saved her.
Damn. So a lot of things are happening here. The first thing we see here in the opening scene is Jackson during the hall where Dina and Ellie kiss for the first time. We also have that bigot scene, so, you know, again, polarizing with that element. I don't really care about it. But this is the ball with Jackson when her and Joel have a fight. Well, she's still angry with Joel of what happened, but this is where Dina and Ellie kiss for the first time. This is the tattoo which she tries to hide her infection mark. This was given to her by Kate, which was Ellie's first girlfriend. We never see Kate in the games outside from the remaster where we get the lost levels and we see a beta version of Kate, but Kate is the one who gives Ellie this tattoo, and a lot of people are not aware of that because in the main game, you have to read it in Ellie's diary entry when you're in the flashback with Tommy. Like, a lot of people when I was playing the game said that didn't happen. I was like, yeah, it did, and then I showed them the diary entry. There's a lot of information that people miss in The Last of Us Part 2 because it's in the diary and you have to read through it as Ellie progresses through the game. But this tattoo was given to her by Kate in order to hide her infection. She's also the first person she tells about her immunity. So, what did you do? Now, we don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. I don't think this is Tommy's girlfriend. I think this is a genuine therapist. In the first game, we see that Joel is telling Tommy about this, but they added in Season 1 that Joel has PTSD. He has a lot of trauma and issues, which causes him to have panic attacks. So I think this is actually a genuine therapist that he's talking to right now. A brand new original character. Right here, I don't know what this is. Like, a lot of things can be this scene. Like, the way that she's dressed, that could be comforters and she's in bed. So I think this is Ellie's PTSD episode. Like, one of the more, like, I would say polarizing scenes, at least for me, was in The Last of Us Part 2. Ellie has an episode where it involves PTSD. She's reliving what happened to Joel, and she's holding JJ in her arms, and Dina says something incredibly stupid. She just says, hey, just forget about that. I'm here for you. You know, like, that's not how PTSD works. Like, I really did not like Dina in The Last of Us Part 2, but she does this really stupid thing where she's just like, hey, just forget about it. I'm here and you can just talk to me about it. That's not how that works. She's still going through the trauma of Joel's death. And of course, there's also a child in the entire situation. She could have strangled JJ in her arms and then he's sleeping in their bed, and that can also cause another episode. So hopefully they take that to heart when it comes to Ellie's PTSD. They did have a cut situation in the Lost Levels where Ellie's PTSD is actually projected very well, where she hunts a boar and just wants to torture and just mutilate this creature, and then when she's at the killing blow of the creature, she just lets it go. She lets it to suffer there, knowing full well it's about to die instead of ending its suffering. So maybe they'll add that into the game. I think that was a brilliant thing that they should have added in the game. Here, this is obviously Tommy, but I think here this is the infected horde based on how they're running. Like, one of the things that they never put into the game but highly inferred that could happen is that horde. Well, they did put it in the game with Abby, but in the case of this, they're actually showing a horde coming towards Jackson, basically a large amount of infected who apparently travel by packs, similar to Days Gone, where the Freakers basically travel in packs and then hide in caves during the daytime. So maybe that's what this is. At least that's why Tommy's looking with a gun, I assume. Here we have the Scars. First look at them. They look good. I think this is when Abby and the rest of, when she's being chased. I think that's what's happening here, where she's being chased by the other two Scars that are with her. This is likely Dina, I would assume, based on what we're looking at. That's Ellie fighting. This is likely Abby right now going to Jackson. Here, this is Isaac. I think they did a great job with Isaac. I really didn't like Isaac as a character. He was just kind of a cold-hearted leader who would do whatever he can to win against the Scars. So maybe they'll make him a little better in the next game, but I didn't really care for him in the original. He was just kind of there for story convenience. Here we have a first look at Abby. So I guess they're going to keep the opening scene. This is where she is about to meet Joel. So basically, this is when the infected horde are about to overwhelm everyone. So this is the first look at Abby. So, we'll see how that is executed. But this is when the whole infected horde are chasing her after Tommy tells Ellie during a flashback about how infected are traveling in packs now. And that's, let's see. I don't see. Oh wait, that's Abby in the back right there. But I don't know. This seems like single people, so I don't know. Here we see this is the train situation when Ellie and Dina are running away from the infected during the train sequence, and this is where she reveals to Dina that she's infected and all that. And yeah, I saved her. So the trailer is really well done. Like, I have nothing against it. It's really well composed, and it shows us a lot of interesting things that could be happening. This is from Shinobi, so we get first look images. We have Isaac here. Here's Dina during the Jackson ball. No, Ellie. This is the Scars. Very blurry, though. I think he screenshotted this because this is a really bad photo. I'm not really sure. And this is Dina, likely. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. We'll see how they execute Season 2 because, like I said, Last of Us Part 2 is extremely polarizing even to this day. I actually talked to Neil Druckmann back at the New York Game Awards regarding, like, The Last of Us Part 2 and all that, but he was actually more interested in how I enjoyed what I did and didn't like about the remaster. Like, he's a very nice guy. He takes criticism pretty well. Like, I told him what I thought about it, and I told him how I kind of wish that there was more story elements within the no return mode. But yeah, he's actually pretty good when it comes to just talking to him about his projects. So yeah, we'll see how things go with Season 2. I am really looking forward to it. Hopefully it is as good as Season 1, but of course we're going to have situations when it comes to Abby, but let's see. Anyway, that's the video. Like, dislike, your choice. Bye.